And the season begins. One day until the real one, but we are doing the iRacing Daytona 500. Once again, over 1,000 people signed up, so we're gonna have some tight splits, and most likely gonna be kind of the same as what we were facing in the Pro Qualifier. But yeah, this one's 200 laps and a test of my absolute boredom. We'll see. Hopefully it's good racing. So, got the setup from Daniel. It's slower than my set, but I'm just going to assume that it is better later in the run and not scraping too much. And we'll just do what we can do because, well, it's Daytona and it doesn't really matter if you're a 10th off or not because you're going to be up there. Unless you lose the draft, which we've seen in real life is happening quite a bit, but not a thing to worry about in iRacing. Although it was until everyone cried about it and then they changed it, but it looked like they had it pretty spot on from what we've seen from the qualifiers. So, here we are as the number 26. Looks like we got Barker in the field again. And let's see, pretty much, I mean, we got quite a few of the same names, it looks like, that we had last night, so. Luckily, we don't have a 30-minute wait to get going. We do need to wait for trading paints to load up, as same issue last night, just tons of people that are joining in. Apparently, Cabe is a viewer. I never know what to say when someone says, "What's up?" So we'll go with hi, good luck. And, well, practice is over. So now go on to qualifying, which doubtful many people will do. He is the number, let's see, 5. He stole my number. And Barker's the 25. But, yeah, let's, well, it's finally downloading now, so give it a second. Get out in our car. Make sure everything is set up right. Feels fine. Don't have to worry about the temperature. I did do a couple of tests where I came down across the apron as if I was avoiding something, and it added about 4 seconds of damage. Trading paints just crashed, so
They're showing us the black flag.
That's neat.
You didn't exit the pit safely. We need to make a stop and go.
Not sure I've ever seen that. Let's let me take a look at this. Yeah. It just straight up crashed. Alright. Well, we're off to a good start. I don't think I've ever seen trading paints crash like that. So that's very interesting. I forgot what I was even saying. Oh yeah, there was There was a 4-second damage from crossing the apron, so a bit of concern there. There was no visual damage, but something was going on. I'm very annoyed with, there's something going on with this spoiler. I did have an orange spoiler, but if you look at it, there are, the shit is happening. Now my wheel just recalibrated. Okay, bad things are happening. Let's switch USBs. I think my computer is just going to crash. I think that's what's going to happen. I'm telling you, weird things have been going on with it. I opened it up, cleaned it out. I have no idea. Alright, so we switched ports on that. We're good there, but look at the... We got these bad shadows across the back of this. And they just stay there. I don't know what the hell's going on with it. You can't get rid of them, so, like, I wanted an orange spoiler on it. And, well, obviously that made it look horrible. I don't know if anyone else... Let's go back to practice and see if anyone got on track. So Chevy does not appear to have it. Ford has it. Yeah, there's something broken on the Ford. That's cool. So, I don't think my computer's gonna survive. I've never had this wheel recalibrate itself. That was very weird. Very concerning start to this whole event. Definitely do not want... Definitely don't want that to happen in the middle of the race, because we will absolutely kill a bunch of people. So how many people qualified? Looks like we are starting 30th. Perfect. And, let's get everyone's paint scheme loaded. Get going. These cars are so damn wide. Let's take a look at all the, yeah, Ford, yeah, all the Ford spoilers are broken, so it's nothing I did. Let's fix this. Frames are down to 23 in replay, but I have replay graphics absolutely cranked, so... I don't know, I think I'm gonna have to go... I might have to... Why are my frames 39? What is happening? This game... My computer's just falling apart here. What is going on? There's no possible way I can race this way. What has changed? Alright, let's just kill trading paints, because we know that was already a clusterfuck of dying there. Why it has never been 25?
During this race. Have a good race.
Like, we've never had it this low. What is happening? Oh, this is the worst possible start we could ask for. We're gonna end up... I have no idea what to do here. I do not understand what is going on. Let me... Oh, and the wheel just calibrated itself again. What the shit is happening? I've got to just exit out. What is going on? I don't understand this at all. Where's... Alright, I'm gonna kill Racelabs. I'm gonna kill the iRacing UI. I mean, we got frames back on replay. I think Racelabs was screwing things up there. So we're going to be starting a lap down. But it looks like we've solved the issue. I'm going to put this back in the other port. We are getting massive paging issues. And now our frame rate's back down? Okay, no. I'm gonna hit the wall when we come out of the pits because the wheel's gonna be turned. Well,
car is off. Time to do your job.
massive issues, sorry. Not
Green
gonna
flag,
have,
green flag.
we're not gonna have Racelabs up. That seems to have solved whatever the issue was. We are gonna go a lap down very early. And we are just in a bad situation. There was no way I was going to start the race on 20 frames and the wheel recalibrating itself. Let's just hope that it doesn't do that while I'm running. We're just going to have to quit. Mechanical failure. I restarted everything right before this. I haven't changed anything. Something really bad is going on. And hopefully if my wheel decides to do it again, that we just are all by ourselves out here and end up only killing ourselves. What a start to the 500. Well, we'll link up with this guy. I mean, this is the best thing we could have had. This guy's also missed the start and is smart enough to slow down and let us catch up. He's just got to hope that the wheel doesn't decide to quit on us. Got someone off the pace going into the pits up ahead. Shift up to 5th here, and I mean, we're just hoping for a caution. About all we can do. I'm gonna turn force feedback down. Just in case. Alright, so Racelabs, it appears to be what, I don't know, I mean, that was Racelabs and the UI, the only two things that I shut down there. Leaders are 24 seconds behind us. I'm going to be a little blind on fuel, but I mean, that's how we used to race. It's not going to be a killer. Just fuel up every time we need to. We got a single car up ahead that we should be able to catch and have join our group. I mean, we're doing okay on speed. Obviously the pack is going to be going quicker, but it appears everything is working. This guy is coming back out on the track after, what, self-spinning? He is wrecked. We got one coming out of the pits. Who knows what is going on? Multiple people wrecked out now. I mean, it's going to be almost a full fuel run before they catch us, I think. Because it's 22 seconds behind. They really haven't gained too much. 47.593. They're gaining about a second a lap, so they're 21 laps away. Still going to be pretty long time, and then if we pick this guy up, that's 5.5 seconds ahead. As long as he's not too damaged, then we might be able to suck up to the next group. Who knows? Well, very interesting start to all this. Gotta hope that when we get in the pack that we don't just get a massive frame drop. This guy's gonna tag on behind us. Got someone with a blown engine driving on the apron.
47.702.
How are all these people getting in wrecks? Like the guy behind us has caught our draft, so he's fine. Might get a caution if that guy doesn't get off track. It looks like he got off track though, so. About 17 laps until we are lap traffic. I feel like we are really slow. This guy is just easing away from us, no problem. Now that we got some help from behind, I mean, there's no need for us to push. I'm not going to do that. We are still catching the group ahead of us. They're down to 13 seconds. Got 2 people on pit road out of the race now. On lap 11 of 200. Guessing a bump draft gone wrong, which is kind of why I don't want to do it. There's really no need for us to do it. We're doing 192, so we got 11.5 seconds ahead of us, 16 seconds behind us. Hopefully all this is recording fine and that hasn't screwed up. Otherwise I'm going to be really angry.
46.752.
Still about 15.8, so now we're going nearly as fast as the leaders, and if we get grouped up with these 2 cars in time in front of us, we may be able to go faster than the leaders. I mean, we may have lucked out by not starting with the pack for whatever happened to cause those 2 people to fall out. And 15.3, so it's probably going to be before pit stop, or after pit stops, that leaders catch us now.
46.775.
Just because we've picked up the speed. Nine seconds ahead. I don't want to bump too hard because this nose does kind of go wonky when I do. It's actually quite a big group up there. Is more than 2 cars, but they might have just picked someone up or something. Or is it only 2 cars? Trying to gauge when getting runs on this guy so that I can get him off. Yeah, I think it's only 2 cars. Give him a big shove down the backstretch there. Oh, it's 3 cars. They picked up an extra person. person, so that's why we've stopped catching them.
46.711.
What I don't want to do is bump in the corners or right on the exit, because he'll be coming up the track a bit, and got a really bad exit there. Only get up to 192. Keeps flying up the track on exit now, and that is completely killing everything. Alright, real quick, I'm gonna uncheck tires, because we know we don't need any of those. I don't know why he keeps fading up the track so much. It is like, I don't think he would be running into handling issues unless he's skewed. Yeah, 8.4, not able to gain much on these guys now. And I can't let the car get too hot, otherwise we're going to have to do a swap, and that's going to cost us some time, and no idea if this guy can push. Half up the backstretch now. Down to 8 seconds ahead, 14 and a half behind. I don't know when we're going to be pitting. That's the bad thing, no communication. You got 21 laps. 46.83 is what it's saying. And that seems about right, because we're at half a tank and we've done 21 laps. Looks like they're actually going to be picking up another person. So they're going to go up to 4 cars, which is most likely going to end our chances of catching them. We're just going to need people to wreck under pitting. 7 seconds ahead. Did they pick up a fourth car? No, now... Okay, now someone's blinking. That's not going to help their cause.
46.829.
That's not going to help our cause, though. Alright. Whoa. Why is there a massive pack in front of us? Wasn't expecting to see that. The hell was... Why is half the pack there? Like half the field's about to get lapped? There's only 5 cars in the lead pack behind us. Okay. Something happened.
47.052.
So we definitely got probably pretty lucky that we weren't in the pack because something major happened. And by the end of this fuel run, we should be able to catch up to them. But the way that this 5-car group is going, I mean, they're going to end up lapping the entire field because that big group up there isn't really trying to go fast. This is all weird. I have no idea what's happening. This has just been the weirdest race ever. .8 seconds. Once we catch these 3, then we should be able to draft up to the back of the pack that's very spread out. They might actually get to that pack before we get to them, but it's all... we're going to be fine. We don't need them to get to that pack, obviously, because we've been closing in on that pack. But the fact that the entire field is nearly a lap down is an odd one. Definitely not how I had it drawn up. I did not want to be having to bump draft someone for 29 laps. And these guys are going to shoot away now with the extra 2 cars they're going to get here. Unless they try to pass them, and then they might all slow themselves down. 3.6 seconds, halfway to getting some draft on the 6 car's nose, and then we're going to really fly for a moment. But if these guys all hook up, they may pull away from us. Five and 4. .8 and 3.4. Okay, so we're still slowly gaining on him. That green car is way off the pace. It looks like he's already lost them. We're going to get a bit of his draft, and that's going to get us some speed. And then we are straight away behind the second pack. Just gonna hold the low line, so that's gonna slow us all down. He has got damage, or nope, that's just his paint scheme. That slowed us down. Cars ahead are pulling away, but 47.071. Now we just gotta figure out when this guy is going to pit. Let's hopefully he gets that message. Because we have to be pretty much spot on for pits. I'm going to drag the brakes a bit as well, just to get brake temps up. Now we can't really afford that right now, but we'll use it to ease into him on. Rather than lifting, to try to get our brakes so that I can stop in my pit box. Cars in front are pulling away as expected. They have more now. And I haven't been doing a good job the last 2 laps of pushing. Front end starting to bottom out. Oh, that was... I don't know what he did there. That cost us a massive amount of time. 47.169. Lap car again ahead. He's staying high. Yeah, we're starting to hit the ground a bit with the front end now. 10 seconds to the leaders.
47.
We've got 2.6 gallons, 5 laps left.
You've got about 5 laps of fuel left.
Finally hook up with them decent there. So we've lost our chance to catch these guys because they gained an extra person, but there's going to be lots of bad pit stops, and that might help us gain a few extra people. Guys are going in, but wasn't sure if he was or not.
46.835.
11 seconds from the big pack. 9.5 from the leaders. Trying not to be right on his bumper in case he does swerve to let me know that we're pitting. Need to have some reaction. Oh, and we lost that guy. Don't know. I mean, there's no way that he needed fuel then. Leaders are pitting. We gotta pit this time. Hopefully he pits this time. It's our best bet is to pit now. Except for this guy is going to be holding the low line. We've got to just back off because if we go to the high side, it's not going to be good. Okay. We're all right. Can I stop in the box? We do. Okay, no tires, fuel. Hopefully we find a few friends when we come out.
Go, go, go!
Nothing stupid.
Keep digging.
Oh god, did I get a penalty? Alright, we're okay. I had to step on it, I didn't want him to get too far away. We are lapped now, but they have to all pit. In a moment, tires are very hot and slippy. Holy shit. Alright, I can't get off of the apron. Well, that was a horrible exit, sorry. Tires, 99 all around. They were just hot on the apron. All those guys are pitting as expected. We're still ahead of the other leaders that were closing in on us by 8 seconds. We just need to find our third person again. which it looks like there he is, and he has put himself a lap down. So he sped or had some issue, and now we're not going to have him, and we're still all alone, and I need to go to 5th gear. So this guy fires off a little quicker than us. I mean, at this point, we're going to get lapped now. We're 2 cars alone. We get a caution, cool. Otherwise, we're just going to have to wave around and hope for a right caution. Cars ahead of us are now 7 seconds out. They are in a group of 3. And at the moment, I can't even catch this guy. But the wheel hasn't reset and the game hasn't crashed, so we're better than I thought we were going to be. Leaders are 4 seconds back and closing quick. We're just going to have to tag on to the back of them. Once we lost our 3rd guy, that really screwed us. Now I'm slower, I can't push up to the back of him, and it is pointless at the moment. But with the way these leaders are going, they very well could lap half the field and drag us along. We are in 27th, so we gained like 6 positions through that whole cycle from people making mistakes. But the leaders are coming. Very quickly. I'm just going to go where the 6 goes, so if he stays low, we'll just stay low. Even though I'd like to just go high, but it'll probably be better for us to capture their draft, which should be fairly easy, no matter what we do. Very, very funky race, though, so far. I hope it's recording correctly. He's going to go high. That's awesome. And then we'll just drop down. I'm going to let him drop down first. Even though we're now racing for Lucky Dog against each other, but it's no point. Big speed. Alright. Well, now we just hang out back here and hope we get a caution really soon. That way we can take a wave around. And then hope there's a quicker caution. Try to save fuel and I mean nothing else we can do at this point. We'll be tracking down people that were racing by attaching to these guys, and then we'll be in a lap car race. And eventually they're going to get to the big pack, and who knows what happens then. But not even a quarter of the way in. long ways to go.
Car inside. Clear.
So, 5 seconds away from that group. They're really scattered out and not working together well, it looks like. But will, you know, like right now, it's just me and this guy working for Lucky Dog. Is one of these guys that joins us here gonna be fighting harder for the Lucky Dog and trying to race up ahead? It's gonna be interesting. They are all broken up here. We're going to catch them very quick. So, quarter of the way in. Fully bored. But just kind of how it goes. I mean, there was no way I could start like that. I had to close some programs down, and now I'm trusting my wheels not going to die on me in the middle of the race. There's something was happening that was totally screwing my computer. So I'm gonna, whoop, that's not good. I'm gonna have to, hopefully we didn't just add damage to our car. I'm gonna have to double check temps and stuff like that for PC. Well, that is one way to lose the draft. What a dumbass move that was. I'm trying to adjust my mic and... oh my god. What a clusterfuck I am making of this race. I give up. I mean, I don't, but it's just got horrible. One stupid little move there, and we have put ourselves in a even worse situation when we were about to catch a bunch of people. Maybe they'll all wreck. Will we get lucky there? That is me just absolutely losing all focus. Alright, we're saved. We weren't gonna gain anything out of that. We are going to save as much fuel as we can right now, because we gotta take a wave around. And if the leaders don't pit, then we will pit. Looks like the 6 car is going to get the lucky dog, but we weren't ever going to get that. So again, nothing lost there. Just a very, very stupid move that might have gave us damage.
Pit road's open.
Wasn't even a move, it was just me adjusting my mic, and all of a sudden I'm on the apron like a idiot.
Next up, 5 car.
Well, looks like Gabe's got damage to his rear end, but that could just be from bump drafting. See what the leaders do here. They appear to all be pitting. So we will all be staying out.
Car 6 got the lucky dog. Let them pass on the outside. Catch up 5 car.
Really hope we didn't damage the car, but we should be able to now be in the draft and fine. And it's going to rack everyone back up, and who knows what happens there. But all of us are going to be at a bit of a disadvantage having to pit earlier if we don't get a quick caution. Right now we've got 12.8 gallons. So we just gotta try to save and just hope we get a caution again. At least we've ticked off some laps and this thing isn't taking as long as it could, even though we are an hour into the video almost. And still 144 laps to go. That guy is going to pit and stay a lap down.
One to go. Next time by 1 minute 48.41. Line up on the inside. Pit road is closed.
Didn't even notice Thomas was in here. Seconds till we catch the field to get to him in time. Some of those people took their sweet time getting around the leader though, or around the pace car. Hey, we're gonna have cars in front of us, and this is where we find a wreck to run into. If we get there.
About to go green, stay focused.
Okay, we're there.
The pace car is off, be ready. Green, green, green.
I'm just trying to get myself in a spot where I'm going to be able to save fuel. So I want to get a little further ahead. Not trying to race, just go find my old buddy's bumper. Don't know this guy, but he's our buddy this race. All we're doing is looking at the back of his car.
Car outside. Still there. Still there.
So, pack hasn't been this grouped up in many laps. The 10 car is going 3 wide up the middle with his broken car.
Still there. Clear.
I've got to stay sort of with these guys because we're going to end up having to pit with them.
Stay high. There's a car on the low
I mean, it's not going to matter if they're up in the middle, but
Still there at the bottom. Clear
we've already
inside.
seen this pack separate and really get screwed up from something that happened at the start. Frames are terrible again. Wondering if something in the update for this car didn't quite get done right when they added the slots in and the windows and everything else, because it is
47.
really running like trash. I am going to probably end up wrecking myself by doing this, but I'm going to pull my temps up and see if the computer is wanting to die. Oh, this is going to screw me, isn't it?
47.438.
Oh shit. Alright. I lost picture for a bit. Now we're good. Enter to full screen, and we're good now. Okay, we don't need to do that again. Jesus. That was a very stupid idea. Alright, nothing extremely crazy going on with temps. Whoa, car just all of a sudden wanted to spin there when I went up top. That was a whole new feeling. I mean, we were going 200 at that point, but that was a little creepy. Bad decision.
Clear inside. The car outside. Stay low. Clear. 46.
Especially since I forgot that we need to save fuel. We got 19 laps of fuel, it looks like. Yeah, temps are fine, so that actually makes me feel better about it. There's just some software, I don't know, one of the updates to Racelab.
Caution, yellow flag. Line up, single file. Pit road is closed.
We're just gonna stop here because they are still sort of spinning.
Car 3, car pasta 34, car pasta 3, car Catcher 2, car.
This guy's got himself high-centered.
16, car. Catcher 7, car pasta 6, car.
Okay.
Pasta 3, car pasta 34, car pasta 15, car. Pasta 34, car.
Now we're gonna be good. We can take fuel and tires and just be on the same strategy as everyone. Not have to worry about anything.
The pit road is now open.
Survive the first one.
Pasta 19, car. Catcher 2, car. Pasta 29, car.
Sorry for Racelabs not working. It's, we might just try to put that back up under this pit stop now. See if it is the cause. See if we can just really make this game crash so I don't have to do the rest of this race. We got ourselves back into it, so this will probably be what takes us out. I don't like not having it on. So let's give it a go.
All clear, punch it.
Back to full screen. That is it, isn't it? No. Now we're to 50 frames. Alright. Maybe it's not it. Maybe it was just when it was loading. Okay. So we got that back now. So now you can see what's going on, and I can understand fuel, and yeah. Alright. So we got that working again. Actually should have got a bottle of water. This over, just keep an eye on those temps, everything's fine. Alright. Don't need to worry about anything now. Seems that we are okay. Go get some more air and completely clean out my computer tomorrow.
1 lap to green. You'll be lining up on the inside.
There's got to be a hair somewhere. Cat hair just causing a minor issue.
Catcher 33, car. 1 minute 27.2.
Because something has changed since, like, when I had the issues with the flight over LA. Something was weird there.
Catcher 33, car.
So something has happened in the computer that's causing it some issues, I think. So we got some dust somewhere that's making something not work quite right. Alright, so Racelab's back up. We are on the same strategy as everyone now, and now we can focus on the race. And by that, I mean drive around for another, what, 3 300 miles and try not to be too bored. Oh yeah, frames still suck though. I don't, it's just something in this update. I mean, I don't remember it being this bad though in the last, in the A-class race that we did, so I don't know what the hell's happening. I mean, there's no way I can race at 38 frames. This is just ridiculous.
Stay low, there is a car on the high side.
We've got a slow car that is,
Stay low, there is a
yep,
car on the high side.
just not even going to get involved in this, because lap car holding the low line.
Stay low. You're on the bottom.
I don't know why that guy started scooting down.
Stay low.
And now the lap car is going up to the high line.
You're on the bottom.
I'm not sure this guy has any idea what he's going to do, so we're just going to get past him.
Outside.
So that was the only safe option.
Car outside. Still there. Keep low. Keep low. Clear.
So it looks like we're going to go single file now. Highest we've been, up into 16th.
Outside. Stay low. There is a car on the high side.
We didn't have any damage, so that was good. Very worried that I hurt something underneath the car when I
Stay low.
crossed over. Would have been very disappointing. Big checkup. Jesus.
Still there. Clear.
A massive checkup. No idea why. He's up here.
Car inside. Keep high. Still there.
I don't want to be a part of that checkup again.
Clear inside. Car inside. Stay high. There's a car on the low side. Still there inside. 47.211. Stay high. There's a car on the low side.
What I don't want to do is lose the draft again. We've seen that I can easily do that by just being stupid, and it's just, I don't want to get to that point again.
Still inside. Clear inside. Car inside.
Because that definitely wasn't fun.
On the low side. Stay high. Still there.
But this seems to be working fine. Just sitting here, feel fairly safe.
Clear. Inside.
Big checkup on the bottom again.
46.514.
That is why I came up here.
Stay high.
Because something is going on the bottom line where someone's getting out of it more. The whole line is checking up, and if I can get a little further ahead, we're going to gain a few frames by not having that many cars in our view.
Stay high.
Just gonna check up just a little bit. Not much though that time.
Keep high. Keep high. 47.03. Clear inside.
Alright, so we're just kind of stuck at this point now.
Inside. Stay high to the car on the low side. Still there.
I think, did we lose anyone from the pack? There are 2 people 8 seconds back. And then there is 1 person 22 seconds ahead, so everyone is right here.
Still inside.
And we're only on lap 76.
Stay high. 47.089. Clear inside. Inside. Still there. Stay high to the car on the low side.
Alright, we're just gonna back up.
Still there at the bottom. Clear. Car inside.
Well, there's no good way to do it. These guys aren't hooked up on the high side now, so that's
Still inside.
causing the high side to fall back anyways.
Still there, hold your line.
Get off my ass, dude.
Still there, hold your line. 47.057. Still there.
I've changed my mind on what I want to do.
Inside. Stay high.
This high line
Still there, inside.
is just getting way too scattered, and now we can drop back.
Clear inside. Inside. Stay high. Still there.
Oh no, the 6 car might be losing the draft. He's 0.8 seconds back.
Inside. 47.096. Still there. Still inside. Still there. Hold your line. Clear.
How did he end up losing the draft?
Still there.
It's a bit worrisome.
Still there at the bottom.
He's gone.
Still there.
He is dropping like a rock now. Well, that makes me want to come up here and stay up here closer.
Stay high. 46.893. Clear inside. Car inside. Still there, inside. Stay high. Stay high. Stay high to the car on the low side.
Got a lap car coming up. Bottom line's gonna check up here.
Stay high to the car on the low side. Still there. Doing good. Keep it up. 46.842.
81 laps
Still
in.
there. Hold your line.
Two lap cars.
Still inside.
Where are they gonna go? That guy's been holding the bottom the entire time. And he is still going to hold the bottom and force everyone up around him.
Still there. Inside.
Make the whole field move rather than move yourself. It's always an amazing strategy.
Stay high to the car on the low side.
worried of getting stuck with these cars that are broken. Didn't want to go 3 wide there, but kind of felt we needed to since they had lots of damage, and I don't want to have any chance of losing the draft. As they are about to. They should catch us, but if they don't work together well and drive side by side, they very well could fall back.
Still inside. 46.319. Still there, hold your line.
And that is why I went 3 wide.
Keep high.
Looks like they're pushing each other, so they should catch up, but yeah, they caught up now. Wasn't worth that risk.
Still there, hold your line.
Bottom line checking up there. Car's getting very twitchy all of a sudden too.
Still inside. Clear.
And it's probably just my driving, but
Inside. 46.
my driving along with
Still there, hold your line.
frames of 40.
Car inside. Still there, inside. Still there.
Got 26 laps until we need to pit.
On the low side.
These longer fuel windows are
Inside.
strange with this 20-gallon tank.
Inside. 46.85. Still there, inside. Say hi to the car on the low side. Still there, inside. Still there, hold your line.
We have another lap car coming up. We do. Is it the same guy? It might be.
Keep high. Still there. Keep high.
So we will work our way up further so that there's less of a chance of getting stuck in the stupidity. As he once again forces everyone to go high around him.
Say hi to the car on the low side.
And we got one in the wall, and this is why holding the low line as the lap car is absolutely stupid.
Keep high.
If you go to the top, everyone else can just hold their line. If you go to the bottom, everyone's got to move and get around you. It's just so stupid.
Car on the low side.
It might be a different person. These guys are still running into each other. We're going to lose the lead draft because of this lap car.
Still there at the bottom.
Should be able to catch them, but it is so stupid that people are so selfish.
4, 3, 5. Still there at the bottom. Still there inside. Still there. You're in the middle. 3 wide. Clear. 2 wide. Clear inside. Inside.
Just absolutely pointless.
Still inside.
And now we still got to try to get around him, and it's just causing so many issues.
You're in the middle. 3
It's
wide.
such bullshit
Inside. 2
move.
wide. Clear. Inside. Keep high.
Oh, fuck me.
Clear inside.
I tried to turn down,
Clear.
go in the middle, and the thing just snapped on me.
You've got some damage.
Okay, can't turn the car down. What a stupid ass move though by that guy. Yeah. I just turned the wheel harder and it just snapped. There's no skew in this or anything. I mean, that was pathetic. And I wrecked someone out because of it. Oh, man. Alright, we're done. We're broken. 5 minutes of damage. I don't know what that guy's thinking. I mean, that is why you don't hold the low line, but I knew we couldn't at this point check up. So I turned down because it looked like he was coming up top. I turned down and it just snapped on me. Like, it started to snap right here. I had to turn it up to not kill that dude, and we self-spin at a super speedway, because that is how fucking pathetic I am. It's just... this whole holding a low line bullshit is so annoying. No, it was the same guy, wasn't it? Same guy both times. He is so far off pace, there's no need for him to even do this. And it just screws everyone over. Either the guy doesn't have any fucking common sense, or is just trying to cause a wreck, because his race is ruined. But then when these two get together, then that screws everything up. We all get checked up there, and it's just... and then I self-spin into the wall. Because, yeah, I wasn't ready for that. I was just hoping to turn down, but... big movements with this car do not work. Let's take a look and see what caused the wrecks out here. The guy changes his lane down, and this is how the 35 ends up losing the draft. 36 is involved. Everyone else checks up. That's how the whole field gets all out of sequence. Blinking. Then we got some checking up. And, well, at least I wasn't the only one that did it. I think I did make fun of this guy for self-spinning, or saying someone self-spun. He's definitely got skew in it. But he made a hard turn and the car just went. It wasn't something I was expecting at a super speedway. Not something I had thought of. And I'm guessing a lot of people hadn't been put in that situation yet. And the 28 hits the apron. And the 9 just turns down and wrecks that dude. And that's all we got? No. And 1 getting some weird loose, people pitting. 21 getting some weird loose. He's speeding. What am I doing? Oh yeah, this is when I don't know what. I mean, I was adjusting the mic and just lost focus. Blinking. Bumping. Bing. This wasn't even the one that we saw, was it? Okay, wait. He was about to get destroyed by people, wasn't he? Hold on. Let's go find that guy's name. I'm pretty sure this was the guy that caused the first wreck when he turned down. But it looked like he was going to get plowed into by the rest of the field. Does he? Oh, little contact. '19's probably struggling like I was getting off the apron. Nope. And people bump drafting in the middle of the pack. This guy, at least he went up high and held a line. And the 15 gets loose, spins, and then they all just kind of bumper car into each other. Fairly large wreck, but not... It was a wide wreck, I guess I would call it.
That's it, go.
And then we're back to this. 3-car kept getting used up there. Just why hold the bottom? I don't understand that. And then the dumbest thing I've done all week. At least it was my fault, but unfortunately I screwed someone over. I think that's the right guy, isn't it? No, 24. That sucks. I'm fine when I wreck myself. When I screw someone else over in a big race like this. Hey! Gets a little bit of what he deserved. And of course, I thought he was going to let it roll backwards onto the track. Now he's going 5 miles an hour. Is he gonna just stay on track or move to the apron? I guess only 3 cars are coming. Nope, he's gonna drive up in the middle of the track. This guy is totally trying to cause wrecks. Well, unfortunate. That is our Daytona 500. We are gonna finish maybe 28th. Doesn't look like anyone else is out there. Now we know it's not just drive and do whatever you can to get around wrecks. This thing will snap and go away on you very quick. So sorry I didn't get you a whole 500, but it's how it goes sometimes. So I mean, we could fix it up and go drive around 10 laps down, but that's what caused the wreck in the first place and screwed a bunch of people over. So, yeah, we'll move on to real racetracks. Enjoy the 500 tomorrow. And, yeah, we'll be better. We'll be better for the rest of the season. At least until we get to the road courses. Thanks for watching.